Building a video game is a gamble, but in the last few years we've seen the industry lose more money than ever before. We're talking $100 million budgets evaporating in weeks. I'm Metric Zero. We're looking at the cold, hard data of disappointment. We are ranking these games on our proprietary disaster metric from 0 to 100. A 0 means a flawless, successful launch. But these 10 games are climbing all the way to a perfect 100 of total, financial and critical annihilation. Number 10. Cyberpunk 2077. The first AAA game to be pulled from the PlayStation Store for being unplayable. I know, the game is great now, but we cannot forget the 2020 launch. Sony issued full refunds and delisted it. CD Projekt Red's stock plummeted by billions, and it broke the industry's trust. The only reason it isn't higher on the list is because it eventually fixed itself and made a fortune, but as a launch, it set the baseline for modern gaming disasters. Disaster metric 55. Number 9. Anthem. BioWare's attempt to take on Destiny had the best flying mechanics in gaming, but absolutely nothing to do. The BioWare magic turned out to be years of crunch and no clear vision. It remains the ultimate cautionary tale for every single-player studio forced by executives to make a live service game. Disaster metric 62. Number 8. Skull and Bones. 11 years of development for a quadruple A experience that was outperformed by a 2013 title. Ubisoft's CEO called this the world's first quadruple A game. The problem, it took over a decade to ship, and when it arrived, it had less depth than Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. No on-foot combat, repetitive menus, and a $70 price tag for a looter-shooter on water. Its player count is a ghost ship. Disaster metric 68. Number 7. Forspoken. The studio Luminous Productions was absorbed and dissolved post-launch. A massive $100 million budget, cringe-inducing dialogue.
Did I just do that?
Well, definitely with my assistance.
I did not just do that.
We did.
I just moved shit with my mind.
Perhaps our connection has somehow awoken some abilities.
I just moved shit with my mind.
I just keep hearing I.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind!
And an open world that felt like an empty tech demo. Forspoken was supposed to be the PS5's next big franchise. Instead, it underperformed so badly that Square Enix shut down the entire studio responsible for it. Imagine. Disaster metric 74. Number 6. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. A $200 million financial loss for Warner Brothers. Rocksteady spent 9 years following up the masterpiece Arkham Knight. Instead of a gritty Batman sequel, they gave us a live service shooter where Captain Boomerang fights purple blobs. Support officially ended, leaving a $200 million hole in Warner Brothers' pocket. Disaster metric 81. Number 5. Redfall. A 56 Metacritic score from the studio that made Dishonored. Arcane Studios is known for immersive masterpieces. Redfall was 30 FPS at launch, brain-dead AI, and an empty world. It was so disappointing that Xbox head Phil Spencer had to go on a public apology tour and Xbox permanently closed the studio just a year later. Disaster metric 88. Number 4. The day before. Shut down exactly 45 days after launch. This was the most wishlisted game on Steam, promising a massive open world MMO. What we got was a buggy extraction shooter built on store-bought assets. The studio closed its doors just days after release, and the game was completely deleted from Steam. Disaster metric 92.
Well, I guess I'll just go up and shoot him, or at least I'll try to.
Number 3. Lord of the Rings. Gollum, widely cited as the worst reviewed game of the decade. Nobody asked for a stealth game starring a miserable cave dweller with a 34 Metacritic score. This flop was so bad the developer stopped making games entirely. Disaster metric 95.
Not listening.
Number 2. Babylon's Fall. Concurrent player count hit 0 in less than a year. Platinum Games and Square Enix created a blurry, microtransaction-heavy mess. It holds the rare distinction of having its servers shut down and the entire game wiped from existence just 1 year after launch. A literal metric 0 for player count. Disaster metric 98. And here it is, number 1, the winner, if you want to say so, Concord. Pulled from shelves, permanently cancelled, and fully refunded after just 11 days. Sony spent 8 years and hundreds of millions of dollars on Concord. It lasted less than 2 weeks. In a world of free-to-play giants, charging $40 for a generic hero shooter was a fatal calculation. Sony didn't just pull the plug, they closed the studio entirely. It is the shortest-lived, most expensive AAA disaster in entertainment history. The absolute peak of our scale. Disaster metric 100. So what did we learn? Chasing trends usually leads to a cliff. Which of these flops hurt you the most? Do you agree with my disaster metrics? Let me know in the comments. Wish you a nice day and peace out.
Me and my crew